What's up, everybody? We're live. We have a pretty decent card tomorrow. We got UFC Nashville. We got Derrick Rose versus Thompson, Teixeira. Man, I think it's a pretty good card. It's obviously having no UFC on a Saturday sucks, so I'm happy we have it back. It's kind of a favorite card. I'm definitely picking more favorites and underdogs. The last card, was a big underdog card. But yeah, I'm excited for this card, man. I got two bets. Can't wait to talk about it. And we'll do a little recap from last card. Last card was the UFC 317. We were there live. Good event, dude. Really good event. Cash on Van, cash on Talbot, cash on Benny. And we lost on a mill. And we also cashed on a parlay with Topuria and Pantoja. So we end up having a big night, plus 7.74 units on the night, and we're in the green for the year. So let's just keep it going. I hope we have another winning event tomorrow. I got two plays, so I just need one of them to win, man, and we'll break even for the night. But hopefully we cash both. So without further ado, let's dive in this card, man. So first fight of the night, like I said, I see a lot of favorites winning on this card. We got Fatima Kline versus Melissa Martinez. We got Kline, who's minus 1,500. We got Martinez, who's plus 850. Yeah, I like Kline. I think she's a good prospect. If she trains with Blanchfield, she might be her girlfriend. I don't really know if she is, but I think she's a problem, and I think that she has a lot of potential for the weight class. Could probably maybe even be top 5, maybe even beyond that. I mean, she's really good. I think that she has a clear advantage in the grappling here, and I think she's just going to go out there and just ragdoll her and get a submission early. So I got Kline. I think she's pretty much better wherever the fight goes, and I think strawweight's the best weight class for her because fighting Jazavicius in her debut at flyweight, she's going against a good girl, man, a girl that's a problem at 125. I don't know about a champ, but she's definitely could be a top 3 girl. So, that was a good fight. She lost every round, but it wasn't like she got dominated or anything. And then she killed Dudakova. I think she's going to do the same here. I don't really think Martinez is that good. So I got Kline by I'm going to go with the sub. Next fight, we got Mike Davis versus Mitch Ramirez. We got Davis's minus 1,200, Mitch Ramirez plus 750. I faded Davis last fight with ZM, and ZM dominated him. But Davis has a cupcake matchup. This is Mitch Ramirez, who's not even UFC material, in my opinion. He's known for getting destroyed against Pratis on Contender Series. I don't think this guy's good at all. I think Davis is a pretty good fighter, and I think he's going to have his way with Ramirez here. So another favorite. I got Mike Davis here. But, I mean, I'm going to look to fade him, man, when he fights like a top 15 guy like ZM. So don't really think Davis is, can be really good competition like ZM. But like I said, Ramirez is pretty garbage. So we'll go with Mike Davis. Next fight we got. This is definitely a closer fight. We got Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Walter Walker, Johnny Walker's brother. We got Kennedy, who's minus 210, Walker plus 180. It's a pure striker versus grappler matchup. Walker has good takedowns, good grappling, but we've seen his gas tank. I'm just not a fan of it. Like, if it gets out of the first round, and he can go out there and take Kennedy down, and it could be, all she wrote. But I'm impressed with Kennedy going up to heavyweight. I think he's a good prospect, and he's really good striking. He's so much better on the feet, but Walker's so much better on the mat. It's a tough fight to call, but I just think Kennedy's just going to do enough. He has good takedown defense as well, and even if he's taken down, he can get back up. So his cardio is really good. I think he has a lot of advantages here besides the grappling. I'm going to go with Kennedy. I think he's going to pick apart Walker, keep it on the feet, and get him out of there. So we'll go Njokuani with the win. 3 favorites in a row. Next fight, we got Eduardo Moura versus Lauren Murphy. We got the favorite, Moura minus 700, Murphy plus 500. Murphy's completely washed. I'm surprised she's even fighting anymore, to be honest. I don't think she has really anything left in the tank. I think Eduardo's going to go out there and do whatever she wants with her. So I got the prospect going out there and dominating Lauren Murphy. What do they call her, Ronda, I think? Yeah. Good grappling, too. I mean, her striking looked pretty improvement against Hardy last fight, but I think she can just take Murphy down and kind of get her out of there. So we'll go with Moura. Next fight, this is a good fight, man. I've actually kind of this is a tough fight to call. I've had a hard read on this fight. We got Chitty Bang Bang Njokuani versus Jake Matthews. We got Chitty minus 159, Matthews plus 139. I think I opened to pick him, and Chitty got steamed. It's a really tough fight to call because Chitty has a huge reach advantage. I think it's a 7-inch reach advantage. She's the older fighter. A lot of people are telling me that Matthews is the better boxer and stuff. He has good boxing, but I still got to favor Chitty on the feet. Chitty has a lot of weapons. He has good hands. He has good kicks, good knees. I think this fight on the feet, you got to favor Chitty. On the ground, yeah, Matthews has a better grappling, but we really don't see Matthews shoot that much. So, I mean, cardio-wise, I think Matthew probably has a better cardio. Durability, yeah, Jake probably has a better chin. Chitty's been finished, multiple times, but I don't really think Jake has the power to knock out Chitty, so it's a good fight, but I think Chitty, if he keeps it on the feed, man, he's the better striker. He can kind of pick apart Jake Matthews, maybe even get him out of there. So I'll go Chitty. I think he's a better striker, and I think he can keep it on the feet. So, but I'm not really trying to bet this fight, especially at the line. I mean, I'm trying to stay away. So we'll go Chitty. Next fight, we got Chris Curtis versus Max Griffin. We got Curtis, who's minus 300 versus Max Griffin. Curtis is finally going back to 70, which, he should have done a long time ago. Both these guys are getting old, Griffin's pretty washed, in my opinion. I don't know if I'm going to say Curtis is washed, but he's definitely getting toward that. But, yeah, I think he's a lot better than Max Griffin, man. I think Curtis is, has really good boxing, some of the best takedown defense, good cardio. Yeah, I just think he's going to keep us on the feet. And two strikers, if anyone shoots, it's going to be Max, but I don't think either guy's going to shoot. And I think Curtis is a better striker, and I think he has a lot of good volume, and I think this is a really good matchup for him. So I think Curtis is going to go out there and pretty much dominate Max Griffin and get a win. So I got Curtis. Next fight, we got Junior Tafa going to light heavyweight versus George Tokkos. So we got Tafa minus 170, Tokkos plus 145. I mean, all I know is that Tokkos trains with Brendan Allen and all that stuff. But, besides that, he's looked garbage in the UFC. He's not good, man. He's one of the worst fighters we've ever seen. And I don't think Tafa's that good either, but I think Tafa's just going to destroy him on the feet. And I don't really even see Tokkos taking him down. But this is a fight I don't even want to bet. It's job versus jobber. But I think Tafa's a lot better. So I will go with Tafa, but I'm not betting this fight. Next fight we got, so I picked all favorites so far. Okay, crazy. Next fight we got Vitor Petrino versus Austin Lane. Petrino minus 700, Austin Lane plus 500. Speaking of jobbers, man, Lane might be the biggest jobber we ever seen in the UFC. One of the worst chins I've ever seen. He's garbage. I know last fight I had a bet on the kid that was, I forget his name, that beat Lane, and it was sketchy because Lane actually hurt him in the first round, but then Lane died in the second round. Lane might even have success early, in the first minute. I don't really think he can take down Petrino, but maybe he rocks Petrino early, but I think Petrino's gonna kill him, dude. So I got Petrino by a first round, maybe second, third minute KO. There's levels, man. I don't really think Austin Lane is anything. So maybe Petrino is better off at heavyweight, So I'll go with Petrino. Next fight we got, this is a banger, man. We got Morgan Charriere minus 265 versus Nate the Train Landwehr plus 225. This is a good fight. This line should be a lot closer, man. I put 2 units on Nate the Train at plus 240. I know he's not coming off the best win against Doo Choi, but even if Nate's washed, I still think he could win this fight. I'm not really impressed with Charriere at all. The guy's volume's not good. His cardio's not that good. If it goes to decision, his record's terrible. I think he's pretty good early, but like I said, Nate has way better volume. I think Nate's gas tank's better. If Charriere doesn't go out there and finish Nate in the first round, I think this is going to be a really good spot for Nate. And Nate's a durable guy. I know he didn't look the best last fight, but who is Morgan even beat, man? He's beating some jobbers, man. Nate the Train's not a jobber. Nate the Train's beating some pretty damn good competition, dude. So And this is the thing with Nate. Like, I bet him versus Emmers. He was getting destroyed early, and then he broke him. He breaks a lot of these guys, man. I'm just not a big fan of Charriere. I think he's a fade. I bet on Chepe, and I know that was a close fight, but, I mean, I do think Chepe won that fight. It's just Charriere just doesn't do enough. Like I said, he can go out there and finish Nate because Nate's kind of at the end of the career. But if he doesn't finish him, I feel like it's going to be Nate, man. I think Nate's just going to drag him to deep waters and break him, man. So I think Nate's going to go out there and be one of the first guys, man, to – I know Morgan – I don't think Morgan's ever been knocked out, has he? I know he's been subbed a couple of times, but I just see Nate going out there and breaking him, man. I really do. So at plus 240, I got to go. And finding his hometown, man, he's going to be fired up, dude. So give me Nate the Train, man, surviving the early onslaught and going out there and breaking Charriere, man. I wouldn't even be surprised if Nate got some takedowns here, man. So give me Nate the Train. Way better volume. I think he's just going to be in that face of Charriere, and that pace is going to be too much, man. So give me Nate the Train. Let's get it, man. Plus 240. Let's go. Next fight, another banger. We got Steve Garcia versus Calvin Kattar. We got Garcia's minus 125, Calvin Kattar plus 105. Put a lot of stuff on this fight. I see a lot of people picking Kattar. I actually, on the other side, man. My other bet is 2.4 units on Garcia at minus 120. I think it's a good spot for Garcia. I mean, I really do, man. This guy's been improving a lot. And my thing with Kattar is, yeah, man, like, you know, it's still Kattar, but, like, this isn't prime Kattar, man. Like, if it's prime Kattar, we're talking about something different here. But we're not. Ever since that hallway fight, the dude took so much damage in that fight, man. Like, I know he's tough and he's super durable, but I really think Garcia is going to be the first person to knock him out here, man. And I get it. Like I said, if Kattar was in his prime, I think this would be a good spot for Kattar, but he's not. Like, I get it. He's fought the way better competition, but Garcia still fought some pretty good competition, and everyone's talking about the Machete loss and stuff. Like, that was at 55, man. Garcia's on a tear, a 5-fight winning streak. I just think his style favors him here because I see him going out there and brawling with Kattar, and I think Garcia hits like a truck, man. This guy might be one of the heaviest hitters at 45, dude. So am I nervous if it gets extended after the first? Like, I don't really think so. Like, I mean, I don't really see Steve winning, you know, a 3-round decision here. Like, it could happen, but I think he's just going to go out there and knock him out. I'm confident, man, in that KO. But, you know, if Kattar survives the first round, maybe Steve wins the second round, and then, you know, he loses the third. Because Kattar has a better cardio. I'm not saying he doesn't, you know. Kattar has good boxing. Both these guys are strikers, and I don't think either guy's going to take the other one down. I don't think Kattar could take down Garcia. Garcia's takedown defense is really good. So I think these are two strikers. I think one of them's at the tail end of his career. He's completely washed, in my opinion. And you got Garcia, who is a heavy-handed striker, who's younger, and he's on the come-up. And this is his time, man. He's getting a ranked guy. I think this is a good spot for him, man. I like fading those guys that are washed. They're getting old. They're at the end of the career. I get it. He's on a 4-fight losing streak, and he won the third round against Zalal. But still, man, he's still washed, in my opinion, man. He really is. Zalal, I bet on Zalal there too. I mean, yeah, Kattar looked good in the third round, but I keep on saying it, man. The reason why I bet on Garcia, because this is not prime Kattar. This is washed Kattar. And I get it. Kattar has power. He's knocked out a couple guys before in Burgos and stuff, but this isn't the Kattar that fought Burgos. This isn't the Kattar that fought Josh Emmett. This isn't the Garcia that fought Machete. I mean, this is a guy who's on a 5-fight winning streak, who's turned his career around, who's on the come up. He's going to be hungry, man. He's fighting a ranked guy, and he's going against a guy who's on a 4-fight losing streak, who's been washed, man, for a while, and took so much damage in that Max Holloway fight, man. I mean, I think this is a good spot. I really think Garcia is going to go out there and test that shit, and I think he's going to get him out of there, whether it's in the first round, second round. Let's get it. Steve Garcia by finish. I like him here, dude. I really do. So we had 2 bets. Steve Garcia, 2.4 units at minus 120 to win 2 units, and I got 2 units on Nate the Train at plus 240 to win like 4.8 units. Yeah. So co-main event, we got Gabriel Bonfim minus 450 versus Wonderboy plus 350. I thought about parlaying Bonfim here, but the line's getting, crazy. But I still think that this is a really good spot for him. I think Bonfim's good, man. I think he's a good prospect. Wonderboy's completely washed. I think Bonfim, can go out there and hurt Thompson on the feet. I think that he can go out there and get takedowns. If he gets Thompson down, it's over. I mean, the kid's jiu-jitsu is incredible. So, yeah, I don't see how Wonderboy wins this fight. I think it's a great spot for Bonfim, and I think he's a problem for 170. He's definitely on the come up, and everyone's talking shit about him with the Dolby fight. It's his first L, dude. I think Bonfim's pretty much better wherever this fight goes. So, give me Bonfim by finish. Main event, we got Taliesin Teixeira, minus 300, Lewis, plus 250. This is another fight, man. I think Teixeira's catching Lewis at the perfect time. Kind of like I said, Garcia's catching Kattar at the perfect time. Lewis is completely washed, man. You don't even know if Lewis is going to show up. And I get it. Teixeira hasn't fought anything, and, he's been getting all these finishes early, but I think he's going to go out there and destroy Lewis, man, early. And I'm pretty impressed with him, dude. I mean, he looks like the real deal. So I got Teixeira. All right. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. We did a little quick video. Please like and subscribe. We'll do a little quick recap on my picks. We got Teixeira. We got Bonfim. We got Garcia. We got Nate the Train. We got Petrino. We got Tafa. We got Curtis. We got Chitty, Njokuani. We got Moura. We got Nzechukwu. And we got Mike Davis. And we got Kline. And my two bets, we got Nate the Train plus 242 units. And we got Steve Garcia 2.4 units at minus 120. What's good, man? Hope we have a winning night tomorrow. Hope everyone else does. Speak to bookies. Let's go. And, I'll be back for next week for the Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier trilogy. And we got Brennan Allen versus Vettori, which is such a good fight. That could be a main event, man. That's a banger, man. I cannot wait for that fight. They hate each other, and we're going to finally see Allen get back on track, man. He hasn't won in a while, so I'm excited for him to get a win. But, All right, guys. Peace out.